Now you didn't think I was a killer now, did you? Hi, how's everybody doing? Third week, third video. Wow, having such an amazing experience still. As you all may know, and if you haven't, well, I'll just briefly explain who I am. Earlier in January, I purchased Course Careers. At that point, I decided and I committed that I was gonna dive in, be a sponge, and absorb all the knowledge. I am starting from zero, right? Real estate background, 12 years, buying, fixing, selling, even wholesaling, and I'm breaking into tech, okay? So if you care to go to my LinkedIn profile, there you'll find the video of who it is exactly that I am and what I have to offer you. So start there, that way I don't keep repeating myself, okay? But nonetheless, I think I found my flow with these videos. I'm gonna start by saying what it is that I learned this week in Course Careers, because at the end of the day, shout outs to Course Careers. Without Course Careers, I would not be standing here today. Now, granted, they're giving me the knowledge, but what you see is what you get, okay? So this week, what I learned is the basics of cold calling. I learned that, of course, you're gonna pick up the phone and you're gonna introduce yourself immediately. Like, you got 3 seconds. Who is it? Who are you, right? Followed by the reason for your call, right? So you're either gonna give them a value proposition or you're gonna suggest a question, and then you're gonna qualify them, really. Like, are they even the right person you're supposed to be contacting for, whether you're trying to sell a product or service, or you're trying to land your first interview like myself. I mean, how excited. I'm started in January, here we are in the middle of February. I set a deadline of March 31st. I hope that you keep on keeping with me right through this process of landing my first position. Okay, off topic there for a bit, but now the cold calling, right? You're back on track. So you qualify them. So do they even care what it is that you're asking or want or pitching, or, you know? So you're gonna ask questions, 2, 3 tops, you know? And then you're gonna ask, what do you want? Like, you want an interview? Do you want a meeting? Set up a meeting for the account executive that's gonna close the deal or push them through the discovery process, right? So you have to be very clear. Now, we're not conversating for 30 minutes. It's typically, from what I understand and from experience, it's 2 to 5 minutes tops. So it's direct, simple, and to the point. Ring, ring, ring. Hi, Sarah. This is Manuel with ABC Company. Now, you're probably gonna hate me for this, but this is a cold call. Now, you're free to hang up, or can I just get 45 seconds of your time? Boom, okay? The reason for my call is, you state the reason. Keep it short, sweet, simple, and to the point. And then qualify them. Ask them 2, 3 questions tops, okay? You'll find out either way if they're the right person at that point. And then you end it by thanking them and asking them for a meeting or for the job interview or for whatever it is that you want from them. And hopefully they say yes, but if not, maybe they direct us to the individual that we're supposed to be wanting to speak with, okay? That's the cold call of basics. Now, you don't think I can set up an appointment? I'm a closer. Moving on. So the other thing is the cold email outreach. Basically, it's the same thing. You want to keep it short, sweet, and simple, and to the point. You're doing a max of 3 to 5 words on the subject line, and the very first line is very crucial, okay? That's what's gonna get them to open up the email. And it's the same thing, intro, you know, the value prop, what it is that you want from them. Thank them for your time and for opening up the email. You're not trying to sell them, you're just trying to make contact and set up an appointment for your account executive. That's it, okay? And so that is what I learned this week at in Course Careers. Also, I must say that they have us reading books, which is pretty cool. I can't say that, oh, I never heard of How to Win Friends and Influence People by Mr. Dale Carnegie. Okay, I you know, much like I've disclosed before, I've studied the concepts of Napoleon Hill and the principles of Dale Carnegie and Bob Proctor and Mr. Canary, Mr. John Canary, and I can go on and on and on. And so I just wanted to let you know that there's some real secret sauce within Course Careers, so you definitely want to be a part of that community. This is story time, okay? This is a real life example of what occurred last week on Monday. Okay, so as I've said before, I've got 3 kids, 2 daughters and my son. Okay, one of them's just about ready to graduate, which that's who I'm going to be speaking about today. And the other, my daughter's 8, and my boy is 15. Gosh, he's going to be 16 in April. Okay, but this story though is about my daughter. Now, she came downstairs. It was Monday morning, okay? She's never come downstairs at 7:15 during a school day because they go in at 9 o'clock. So I, of course, as you know, my wife's a DO, you know, all that good stuff. So she's getting ready, right? You know, I live with 3 girls at home, so you guys we all know, you know, they're getting ready, right? Their makeup, and they're doing their thing, right? So that's what my wife was doing at 7:15. I didn't hear my daughter come downstairs, but I was making coffee. And then I hear, and we were in she ended up standing next to our kitchen island, and I'm making coffee, and my wife's getting ready for work, and I'm ready to get started on my day, of course. It's Monday, so we're putting out fires. We all know how Mondays are, right? And so my daughter comes down, and I hear my wife say to her, "What's wrong, Paige?" And I turn around, and I'm wondering, well, what's going on? And I see my daughter, she's gonna be graduating this year, and she's got like tears running down her face. Okay, her shoulders are down, her eyes are red, and so my wife, what's going on? And so she proceeds to say that she was supposed to do an assignment with one of her partners, right? They got partnered together to do this assignment. Well, what happens is the partner ghosts her through the week. Like, she got in touch with her Saturday, but you know, she didn't say or do much, and then Sunday morning came, they got a hold of each other, and her partner said that her Wi-Fi was out. So, come on. All right, so my daughter Monday morning comes down, and she's like emotional. And I recognize that you're either in a positive state of mind or you're in a negative state of mind. And so my wife hears that she's going through this, right? And my wife's response was, she's doing her makeup, and my wife goes, "I don't know what you want me to tell you, Paige." I then follow, and I tell her, "No one cares, Paige." And when I said that, immediately, it's like she had gotten a lightning rod right in her back, and her shoulders went back, and her head went up high. So I realized that she was in a negative state of mind, and I needed to change that. I needed to alter that immediately, and I had to rock her psychology, right? I had to rock that negative state of mind. And then so after I told her, "Nobody cares, Paige," just in that tone, it's 7:15 in the morning. Okay? She looks at my wife, and then I look at my wife, and she goes, like, it's Monday, like, what do you want us to do? And then I proceeded to tell her, "Paige, in this life, the only people that can sympathize with you will be your mom and myself. But nobody really cares, Paige. I mean, they care, but they don't care, you know? You must get it done. By whatever means necessary, Paige, you must get it done. She didn't say anything, but she stopped crying and she held her shoulders high and she walked right back up those stairs. She came back down 2.5 hours later, project in hand. Now, in life, we have really two options. Do we want the situations and the circumstances to happen for us? Or do you want the situation and circumstances to happen to us? Because if you're having the situations that are coming into your life happen to you, then you're a victim. You will always be a victim. But if you change the 2 into a 4, they happen for us, all of a sudden now you control your destiny. What actions are you gonna take? What are you gonna learn from it, right? It's like they say, with every failure comes with it a seed of equivalent success. So what do you think she learned from that experience? Now, I'm not here to say pop my shirt and tell you it's because of me. No, what I recognized, she was a negative state of mind. I switched it, right? She took the action, she remained determined, she stayed committed, and she walked back down 2.5 hours later with project in hand. That was all her. She took the action. All I did was help her recognize things aren't happening to you, they happen for you. But it's up to you to decide what it is that you want and how it is that you're gonna get there. And that's all I got for today. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, show some love, give me some comment. Heck, give me some hate. Give me some hate. I want hate. I'm just playing. Give me some love. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next Saturday, okay? Bye.